We have made it to the final song. And if you're part of our Facebook group, we have a private Facebook group called UKELANDIA. I let you know that the level was just gonna be outrageous. So instead of doing a full playthrough of the song right now, what I'm gonna do is a playthrough of the section that we're gonna cover. So I would like for you to watch what I'm doing. And I know some of you are gonna say this level's beyond me. It's not, I promise it's not. But what you could do if you feel really intimidated is just watch the lesson and then come back to it a little bit later, like take an hour break or something and come back to it and then attempt the lesson. There's just something about hearing the information after it's been repeated, giving your brain time to absorb it. It just works really well. So give yourself those little breaks, or come back like the next day over, but make sure it's like you come back. Don't let too much time pass. So let me play through the first section of Pink Panther, and then I'll come back and teach you how to do it. Okay, so for the first part, we're sliding through the fingerboard, and you can use just a finger or you can use several fingers. I'm going to use several fingers. That's what I find really stable for me. But if you like the feeling of the bar better, or the sound or the control, use the bar. By bar, I mean one finger to hold down several strings. So go to 4-4-4 and strum or pick the strings, and it's just C, E, A. And while the strings are ringing, you're using that to slide over. I'm not doing strum, 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 strum. No. It's going to be strum or pick and slide quickly, using the ringing from the previous note to continue into the next one. So 4 to 5, I'm not doing anything with this hand. And then I'm gonna strum again for 6 and slide for 7. And that's gonna give it a really nice, smooth and mysterious feel. So it's a slide from 4 to 5 and a slide from 6 to 7. Any note you slide into is not going to be as intense as something that you strum or that you pick. So don't stress out if you're thinking, but it's softer. Like, it's okay. Once we're at 0-7-7-7, you're going to strum or pick all. I like doing a down and up of just 7 on the A string. Up, down, 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 up. I really like how that feels. Down, up, down, 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 up. And then we're gonna go to 6 and strum or pick and slide backwards. This I find more challenging, but it's definitely doable. Please don't focus on perfection. Don't let that stop you. So it's gonna be 6 to 5, 6 to 5. Then notice carefully, it's 4-4-4 to 0-3-3. So it's gonna be 4-4-4, look up. And then you're gonna lift off that middle finger. And you're gonna think, well, this one's not really ringing. That's okay, that's okay. So all together, it sounds like this. And then slides. Now the same rhythm that we did strumming the 0-7-7-7, we're gonna do with 0-0-3-3. Down, up, down, 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 up. Okay, so it's down, up, down, 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 up. So sliding up to the 7s and back to the 4s, this whole intro section that I just played for you, that repeats twice, that little pattern. Now we're going into a new section. This is the theme. I will play it for you first, and then I'll come back and explain it. Okay, this section has what we call hammer-ons. Hammer-on is when you add a finger on a string and you make a noise. If you add your finger on a string slowly, it doesn't do much, but if you increase the speed, you get sound. So we're going to do a hammer-on C string. So you're gonna pick on the first fret and then hammer on the second. This almost sounds like the Jaws theme. So we have 1 hammer on, 2, and then pick for 3 and slide into 4. So you're gonna do pick and then hammer, pick and slide. This is why I said today's song just takes it like way up there with the level, but it's fun. If you can repeat this 10 times, it'll do wonders for your practice. So it's pick, hammer on, pick, slide. Pick, hammer on, pick, slide. Just repeat this with me. Let me insert a commercial here for our Etsy store. Some of y'all, well, Oscar, our viewer Oscar asked for phone cases. So I've added phone cases to the store. And at the time of this filming, Halloween is right around the corner, so I added Halloween merch. All right, so we've done that practice and we got a little commercial. Now we're gonna do an E minor. And that feels great to do something normal. So we have, and it sounds like it, it's so cool. Again. Now we have a hammer on from 2 to 3. I'm using the index and middle finger there. So you have, and then again with the E minor. Okay, this next little run is challenging but fun. We have on C string, 3 to hammer on 4. Next string over on E string, 2 hammer on 3. And now we have 3 pull off 2. A pull off is you're going to go to like the 3rd fret of A string and put both your index and middle fingers down. And then pull that middle finger sideways. Look up, look up, look up. You're gonna do this. And that should make that sound. So let me play that little run for you really quickly. Just watch, look up. I sounded terrible, so let me try again to redeem myself. So I'm using fingers middle to ring, index to middle, and then I'm hopping those 2 fingers over to the next string. Our friend who's watching, Sayada, is like really good at this. So I'm gonna add Sayada's handle on Instagram. Sayada, if you can upload a new cover of this one so that we can all learn from you, that would be awesome. And then after you've done that little run, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2. Let's try that like over and over together. Here we go. Ready? Go. 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2. Again, go. 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2. Make sure you're changing strings for each one. Starting on C string. Ready? Go. 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2. Again, go. 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2. Stay on that 2 position on the A string. After you've played the individual notes of an E minor, slide over for a C7. So what we've just done is this. And now we need to do the da-na-na-na-na-na. And that is open A string, 3, and you want to do a gentle pull off, 3 to 0, that like kind of sliding to the side, 3, pull off to 0, and then 2 on C, open E string, and then give me a strum of that E minor. Okay, so that little response part sounds like this. And now we have that 1 hammer on 2, 3 slide 4 that we had before, then E minor, 2 hammer on 3, E minor again, and that little run, 3 4 2 3 3 2, and we don't have an E7 quite like the one we had before. We have 4 3 7 and a 7 and a 6 on strings E and A. So that part is challenging. So I'm trying to reach with the pinky, reach that 7 with the pinky. And that helps me have like a milestone, no, what is it called? Landmark. A landmark to add 6 and 7. So that little line will go like this if you want to just listen. 2 3, and we go back to that line that we know. We know this. We know this because this is the same as what we did in the beginning. But now we have a new section, so let me play this part for you. For 1 and 2 and 3. 2 3 4. Okay, so let's take that note by note. I would put my index and ring fingers on 7 5. Next string over 7 5. And technically you could do 7 4, but I find that it's so difficult to do that 4 and still make it to the 1 on the next bar. But if you like that little run as 7 5 7 5 7 4 and you can make it, that sounds better. But you can do 7 5 7 5 7 0, and then on that part, this 0 1, I would like for you to pull off of the first fret, and you do that four times. 1 2 3 4. So together those two would sound like this. That's pretty fun. Next part, we have 3 pull off to 0, 2 on the 2nd fret of C string, open E, and then an E minor, A string, E minor, and you're already on the 3, so you can do your little pull off there. And the way that I'm avoiding the next string over from ringing is that I'm resting on it. And then, so it's a quick, and then the 2 and the open. All of this is pretty, it requires some swift motions here. So start super slow. Start so slow that it's easy, and then increase the speed. And you're thinking, none of this is easy, then it's too fast. And by the way, on YouTube, you have the option to, depending if you're watching on a tablet or phone or a computer or a TV, you have a gear icon. And when you click on that, you can change the playback speed of any video to be slower. And then another thing that you could do is you can invest in a pedal like this one. This is the ELMORE pedal. When you turn it on, you'll see a flashing light, and that means that it's ready to connect to any device that receives a Bluetooth signal, like your phone, tablet, anything. And once it's connected and paired, you'll see the light will not be flashing anymore. You can put this on the floor, and as you have your hands on your instrument, You can have your feet or a foot on the pedal, and if you need to go back to any part, you use this part. If you need to press pause or play, depending on how you press the buttons, you have different controls. You can also go forward, you can skip sections, so it's a really handy tool. I love that it only has those two buttons, so it's not super confusing or extra. Do you know what I mean? It's very simple, and it's a really handy tool for learning, especially when both hands are busy with the instrument and with such an intense song as the one we're doing today. Now, when you lift off of that 3 to 0, once you're moving fast, you're almost not going to hear the 0 because you're moving so fast. Wrong note there. So don't worry too much about one single note not ringing perfectly. I would like for you to think like big picture. Let me just start playing through the song and give yourself a little bit of grace. And as you improve your memory of the song, then you'll be able to focus more on techniques and making those little details really ring. Next part has the same, and then an E minor. And then we're finishing the song the same way that we started, with a slide from 4 to 5, and then 6 to 7. And you can give one final strum if you like, which I really like the sound of that. Okay, so in this video, I tried my best to explain this song without being too long-winded. At this point, I've recorded 26 minutes of video. I hope that I'm able to condense it quite a bit for the YouTube channel because I don't like having too much on there. If you're a Patreon member, then you're getting a full playthrough for this to help you with learning the song. I highly recommend that you join Patreon if it is just to learn this song, because the resource of having a play along is vital for this to really sink in, because you can use the play along as an audio that you listen to, and you can use it as something that you're playing along with, and you can change the tempo of it, or you can use a pedal. So I highly recommend that you join the Patreon fam. This will really help you with learning the song. Patreon fam, you're gonna get a full playthrough of this, but for your playthrough, what I've done is I've done two things. One, I've broken it down by parts, so I'll be like, part 1, this is repeated. Part 2, this is repeated. And then at the end of the playthrough, it has the whole song. Just because this song is so intense, I wanted to break it up in chunks. Now for everybody, what I recommend, oh, by the way, if you're not a Patreon member yet, I really recommend that you join, because when you join, you get access to everything that I've made in the years before, and what I'm making now, and what I'm making in the future. By the way, October, we have some festivals coming up, so stay tuned for the calendar. If you're super excited about chord melody and you're thinking, okay, I want more of this, great, because in December I'll be doing a Christmas songs chord melody challenge. And then not only that, but down below I'm launching my site UKELANDIA.com, and in it I will have a whole chord melody section with resources that I find online that I think that you would like. Some of them will be from me, some of them will be just amazing resources that I found for free online that I will link to. So make sure and stay tuned to UKELANDIA.com for all of that. Also, amazing news, my friends who watch this channel and we started creating a magazine for you. It's set to launch October 1. It's going to be a quarterly magazine, so I will link that down below. Please check out our magazine. It is the best ukulele magazine in the world. Throughout this video, I have been playing one of my favorite ukuleles in the world. It's my signature ukulele with ENYA, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. So I wanted to use nature as inspiration, and I don't know if you have bougainvilleas where you live, but I live in the desert. It was so hot this year. It went way over 110. I think that's like over 45 degrees Celsius. I'll put it on the screen. But the bougainvillea flowers thrive. It can be cold, it can be hot, it can be dry, it can be humid, and they thrive. And I thought, that is a beautiful flower. It's so vibrant, it's so colorful, and it's in the desert. that's inspiring to me, you know, that a flower can do well in all of those harsh climates. And so I asked ENYA to help me put together a ukulele that had the color inspiration from the flower and an inlay of bougainvilleas. So they added that inlay, which I think is beautiful. I didn't want to put my name on the front or anywhere like that. I thought it would take away from the beauty of this instrument specifically. I know that there are some where the name looks really awesome as a signature, but for this one I didn't want that. So what I asked instead is that they engrave my initial B on the back. Thank you to everyone who has purchased the instrument and loves it. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below what you think of this ukulele if you have it. Alrighty fam, I'm gonna go and edit because I'm a little late, very late with this video. Thank you so much for being a part of this challenge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In the next few weeks, you'll see a strumming challenge, which is way different than this. It's just gonna be strumming along to songs. My band and I are actually gonna record a few more today so that by the time that challenge comes out, you can binge watch it. Binge watch the challenge, just do a whole strumming session just with your ukulele, printables coming, all of that. So turn on the bell icon, and if you finish this challenge, let me know when you finished in the comments below. I love you. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more challenges. Join Patreon. Go to UKELANDIA.com, and then magazine's coming soon. So many great things. I love you, and I'll see you in the next challenge. Please come to the next challenge. And I bought one blouse for this whole challenge so that it would be easy in the thumbnails to find. I'm looking at the one that I'm going to use for the next one. So I will see you there. Ciao.